searching for the right child. Somebody is telling you what's right. Now you're going to have to decide what you're gonna do the next step you take in life. You got me singing in my head, or in this TV. When I dream about you dancing. What's up, everybody? How do I get out of this? Oh my God, help me. Okay. Wow. That was a tough one. Whoa, wait a minute. It looks a little dull here, doesn't it? It looks a little dull. Who can guess what's missing? Oh, first of all, the Lara FM sign. There we go. That was a little better. And then the TV. Who pick a color, guys, in the comments. Hi, welcome to LFM SPTV episode 29. Chit chatting, SPTV, real talk. Whatever comes up is whatever comes up. We got a bunch of people. What color should I make the TV before I invite all of my other SPTV cutie pie supporters and lovers and goldenrodder babies? They're all saying purple, pink, purple, 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 purple. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to do purple in honor of Mandy, who's been my mod, my only mod since the beginning. Actually, you know, anyways. And now I got Dylan Blow Drill as my mod, but he may or may not be even here. So I'm going to do purple and her hair is purple and she's a magical queen and I love you. They are amazing. All right. Welcome, everybody. Okay, first I'm going to introduce you guys to the stage, Jen, because Jen has been my cutie pie and my supporter friend that I met on SPTV. And she was the one that I did trust and didn't. There was a lot of ifs and oops and ooh, maybe I should. And oh, she could be Osa and blah, blah, blah. Fuck it. I went with my gut and now I love her and she's dope. Wait a minute. Wait, let's both do a little chin up right here. A little push up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's dope. Yeah. All right. So, and she was there. I invited her specifically on this SPTV chit chat because she was there with me on my last live stream where you guys saw, or the last protest I did at the live at the auditorium, the thing. Anyways, and so she just made it more easy. She just was like, well, of course, if you're going, then I'm going with you. And I was like, okay, then now it's official. Like she, you know, when you got a buddy or somebody and you trust, it just makes like, okay, we're doing this. Like I looked back and I realized like, damn, I don't know if I would have been as confident or if I could have come up with 10 brilliant excuses of not going. But when I did say I was going to do it and you were like, oh yeah, I'm totally down. I was like, I have no excuse. If she's down, then we're going. Like, so and look at the fuck what happened. Like, so I'm very grateful for that. Anyway, so you get to be very excitedly part of the chit chat tonight. And then let me add to the stage Louis, the one and only Louis Repetto, leaving Scientology.
Great to be here.
Yeah.
What's up, Louis?
So good to meet you, Jen.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Someday
started it, and I loved all your videos. It was great.
Oh, thank you so much.
And someday you guys will all for sure meet in real life. Okay. Up next is Liz Ferris. Our happy little angel babe, God. Liz Ferris.
What's up, Liz?
Hi, Liz.
Hey, everybody.
Look at your cool shirt.
I tried. Hold on, can you see it? Yep. It encompasses my boob. It made me happy.
I love it.
Awesome.
Louis, we were expecting you to be in your SPTV colors. Maybe your little squirrel outfit.
And I couldn't sleep. And
I love this hat of yours. I like this hat of yours.
I do like the beanie.
Yeah, what's going on with this hat?
If you could see it in the space.
Oh, the top has orange.
It's rainbow. Yeah.
That's dope. And the top has orange too, and the yellow. That's really cool. So if you get closer, if you get closer to the camera, then it shows more. But when you pull back, yeah, there you go. Look at that.
Sweet.
Wow.
That is a
it has a red
beanie.
That is a dope
beanie.
Yes, that had a red dot in the very center. That's crazy. And then pink and then orange and wow. See, I knew there was more to this. I was like, what's all right? He's like Beyonce. I woke up like this. And I'm like, okay, what's up with your cute beanie though? That's a dope beanie, man. I bet you a lot of people love that. Louis, you know what I can do with that beanie?
What?
Laura has a LFM hookup line, especially for the SPTV community, where she can get stuff like things you really enjoy and love that you wear a lot that sort of resemble your suppressive person life. They can print the SPTV logo that we're wearing on whatever you have. You just send it to me. I'll get it printed and send it back to you, especially if you're an SPTV channel holder. I will get something that you want. That if you want this logo or this logo with my LFM SP, whatever you want, or my C, whatever you want. There's on my website. It's almost done, but even right now you can still order it this way. You just have to put in the comments, and the person running my merch and the printing is so amazing, and she comprehends shit really well. So she reads it. She's not a robot. But if there's any channel holders out there, listen to me, send me something that you really love, that you want this printed on it, and I can do that because I love you guys and I want that shit to get done.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. It was an idea on the beanie. I'm not saying you have to ruin your beanie, Louis.
I'm already going to send it there.
Okay. Do you like that idea of putting the SPTV logo there?
I love it.
Okay. And then the color will actually match the very top of your hat anyway. So it'll be like an actual infinity, like, well, purple back to the SP color.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Enough. So Liz, you've never met Jen either, right?
Didn't she go to the first protest?
Yes. Jen came with me to the first protest that I went to against Scientology at the Blue Buildings, where I was fucking screaming my head off and yelling at Odo and telling him he can fucking easily blow and go get a family and have children, and he needs no permission.
Is he not married to the lady at Bridge anymore?
Maybe, I don't know. I was just saying,
well, marriages in the theater are kind of like quarters. You just keep flipping them.
Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah, say that again, Liz. Let's say that
his wife was actually on decks for like
Louis. Liz just said something really funny. What did you say?
What was it?
I said marriages in the Sea Org are like quarter flipping. You just keep on flipping.
Yeah.
Like you get lucky or whoop, flip next to the next one. And up, now I'm married to the next one. Up, this one's pretty good. Okay, I'll hang out here. All right, I'm going to flip a quarter and see if the next one's good.
Yep.
Yeah. He has a lot of power, though. So he would just get his wife audited. I know when his wife was on decks for like...
Who are you talking about?
9 months. Odo's wife.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry.
For a long time.
Oh, wow. Okay. Louis getting real serious here because he really did security check the people leaving the Sea Org or wanting to leave. And his job was actually to like keep them in basically or whatever, manipulate them to feel like they wanted to stay. And so you're talking about Odo. Odo used to be married to a lady in the Sea Org, right?
Yeah, Bridge.
A woman in the Sea Org in Bridge. Bridge Publications is what they call it. That's the organization they call it. And so you're saying, and do you believe this was Odo's first wife? I mean, I probably could get this information so easily, but this is just interesting that Louis knows, like, oh yeah, Odo, this, like, it's not even just like Scientology. Once you're a Scientologist, you kind of really do know everybody in Scientology. And so then people are like, oh, why is it so hard for it to be broken apart? You guys just saw what happened. My dad just walked by me.
Yeah.
Whether I was in hysterica mode or whatever mode I was in, he just walked by me and did not look at me. Whether that was TRs, whether that was him getting in trouble, being watched, it doesn't matter. That's Scientology. That's the Sea Org. That's L. Ron Hubbard's policies. Okay, wow, I'm getting shuffled. But So you're bringing up Odo's wife at some point, right? Worked for Bridge Publications, and he was
he
still a
seemed really in
security
love
guard.
with her.
Okay, wow. So maybe they are still married. I wouldn't be surprised. But you know what I did shout out at him? I said, Odo, you're allowed to have children. Like, I was like, you're like, and that
He's forced
might
so
hit.
many abortions, though. You know, I can think of
Mm,
5 off the top of my head that I was, you know,
you're right.
I had to audit. But I'm
That's
sorry. I
crazy. You're
don't mean to
right.
be
No,
like
no, 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 no,
combative.
no, no, no. You're not. You're being totally legit, and you're being realistic in the same way that, like, I was shocked to see my father then, but I also, it took me until like the next, like later on that night with Jen, right there, Jen. And then the next morning having really weird dreams where I actually was still protesting. And I was pushing the other side of the cart. It went to that where I was pushing the other side of the cart. And then it went back to me being where I wasn't able to reach him again. So I was like, because in my reality, in my dream, I believe I was thinking, no, it's not real that you're holding the other side of your cart. Your dad would have just let go of it and like, I'm not talking to you, and walked away. He would have just left the cart there to ignore the conversation that he would have had to have with me.
Next
so like,
time, are you
even
gonna
though that
jump out
seems,
there?
I'm not gonna. Well, now that you say it, when I think about it, if I were to just jump and grab him, I would be like, Dad, I love you so much. And I would really
Yeah, what are
would
the
hold
cops
him.
gonna do? Like,
I would hold him with
arrest
grace and
you?
love. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would do that. If I saw him again, I would actually jump on the sidewalk. I would be
Yeah.
okay with getting arrested but I also know that they lied about their permits, saying as long as they had other USC people walking, I had every right to be on that sidewalk. So that would have been that I would have been very satisfied if I had known that, and the cops weren't toward the Scientology and biased on Scientology's side, being paid by Scientology as like off-duty police officers that are making themselves look like they're on duty official currently. And you know what I mean? It just makes you feel like I don't want to like and we always say like, hey, you're wasting your time, LAPD. You know, you really could be doing something good. Like really, there's other things that they know they could be fucking doing that is like, but also they're like off duty, so they don't care. Like, and the truth is as protesters, we're not there to attack anybody. We're actually there to just give information and facts and yell and see who we see and put, you know, fill holes that have been emptied out in our lives, like forcibly to not be allowed to talk about. And now we're kind of
That
just
cop
doing
though was a fucking asshole. The one that was the
thank you for
mustache.
saying that. Yeah,
What
thank you
a
for saying that.
fucking douche. I watched that video like 20 times.
Oh, Aaron
long
got
one.
so pissed off. I also have a version of him, but he did when my dad did walk by. So I was talking to the old man. If you keep watching on my live stream, you'll see me like, are you okay with that? And I'm talking to that IES guy that had the pin, the old guy that's
Chris.
there. And he definitely, is that his name? He's definitely a Scientologist. Whether he's in the Sea Org or not, doesn't matter. He's definitely under OSA's approval and knows what he's doing. Anyways, but as I was doing that, as I was saying to him, like, are you okay with this? Jen, somebody was, I think it was Jen or maybe Jacob, one of them was talking to the cops, saying they didn't really believe that was my dad.
Wow, is that what happened, Jen?
I was saying that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are we supposed to do? Carry a picture of our father with us at all times?
And no. So as I'm telling, exactly. And so as I'm telling the old man Scientology guy that's there for Scientology, distracting us, and I'm like, you're okay with that? Like that's insane. You've lost humanity. And then I moved to the cop and I'm like, you just saw what happened. And he was like, well, he didn't look like he wanted to talk to you. I was like, he's not allowed to talk to me. It's L. Ron Hubbard policy. Like, and the cop, and so Aaron saw that I was trying to explain to him because I heard him say something like, how do we know that's her biological dad?
Yeah,
like,
what a fucking douche. And he was like
but
shrugging and acting
why
like
is
a
a cop
dumbass.
why is a cop having a side? Why is he even being
right?
biased? And
Just
why does
because
he
he's
care if
literal
that's
on
my
the
dad
literal
or
side?
not?
Yeah.
Like maybe he wants to see, is she lying or not? Okay, if I am telling the truth, Isn't that crazy, officer?
Like, why did he get in your face
Like,
when you were going past
exactly.
the
There's
fucking
so
line?
many things.
Why
There's
the fuck
so many.
like
And
you're
and
not you
he
don't
was
have
the
a
one
gun.
that told me first. Exactly. He was the one that told
He's
me
using
first.
his body to
This is where
intimidate
you
you.
needed that. Yeah. Yeah. And then I realized this guy's an idiot. So I have this footage of Patrick later after I ended my stream coming up, and he explained everything and da. And he gave me and Jen so much information.
Smart.
So smart. And I was like, so this guy, and so I went right up to the cop and I said, I disrespect you. I disrespect you and your badge and your serial
Damn.
number. I said,
Did you
you
get this on
lied to us
camera?
to make, yeah, I filmed everything. I said,
Oh,
you
shit.
lied to me to make it feel like I could. I said, how dare you? I could have been running up with my dad, at least just giving him a quick hug. I said, how dare you? I said, he said, I did it. And while you'll see it, maybe I'll post it up. I'm going to put, and I want to post up. I said this last time. I want to post up this OSA chick who was like so disappointed in the police for after everybody left, for me being on the sidewalk. And I was like, sorry, honey, boo boo, zooming in on her face. Like, no, we're allowed to be here just like you, just like me. Like that. I was like, you don't know outside. Anyways, it pissed me off so much. So yeah, I have so much mixed feelings from that whole thing. You know, like I would say the beginning of the acid trip started at the beginning of the protest when me and Jen got out of the car and we were going, okay, we got our signs. Okay, walking. Boom. That was like, all right, I put the acid pill on my tongue. Here we go. And so like the boom hit me with that whole like seeing my dad and everything, and then the flowers and it's beautiful, but it's insane. And then me and Jen went to this amazing, fun Mexican restaurant and danced because they had amazing and drinking. I was like, I need a tequila and a beer. I was like, I need to calm down. And then I was zooming in on my live stream to see my dad's face. I know it was my dad, 100%, 1000%. But I just wanted to see the way he walked again and like to see if he was healthy. Like that's actually what made me excited is he looked kind of healthy. That's why I was so excited to see him, to physically know, okay, at least I know he's not really a ghost, even though he's acting like one right now. And he's ghosting me right now. But I knew that he was at least, physical enough to be carrying those pants and having the dish cart and walking and stuff. So.
And he did not speed up. He was always
He was
walking
trying
fast.
to keep really. Yeah, somebody said he just has a natural glide. Yeah, somebody said Phil always has had this natural glide. His tone 40 Seorg, like, hey, look at me, I'm productive, I'm doing good, even if I'm just the dishwasher.
Tom Cruise run.
You're all dun dun dun.
Why am I getting mad? I'm like, ew, don't relate my dad to Tom Cruise. Big joke.
Like a Sea Org.
Hey, that is a good thing that you at least saw him healthy. Like,
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean, Liz? Liz, you're going to feel exactly how I feel. If you saw your dad and he ignored you at the gold base, similar thing, you would be like, I know he heard me. And now I know he is alive for sure. I saw him. And you would just know at least he's not like in a freaking wheelchair or he needs a walker. You can see at least quickly the physical level, although you know mentally exactly where they are.
Yeah,
Jen,
they're
Jen.
Floating.
Jen, I want you to speak because I want to hear. I brought Jen here too because I want her to speak your perspective of picking me up and then we go. Like, what do you feel? You've done this before. Just from an outsider, because there's millions of obviously people watching all the SPTV community, and then people in the chat even now that would love to have been in your position where you were like, but it is, I feel right. It was pretty intense. I just want to hear it from your side as not being a secret member.
Yeah, it was intense. I mean, I think protesting is very important for any, social justice matter, whatever. But it was weird that David Miscavige was in there because it was like his event, right? And he was like the speaker or whatever. So it just felt like really intense. Like, I just thought like, oh, there's probably a lot of people in here, like important people, what's going to happen before we're just protesting outside of a building where there was no event going on. But there was a lot of people there that showed up and it felt like, I don't know, it felt really safe. Like there was a good supportive group of people. And then you had William, who was doing amazing like work. Oh my God.
Williams is Streets LA.
And then there was like some guy behind the security detector that was like taking professional pictures with a big professional camera of probably all of us, but like, it was just, like
one by one, so that you can go into.
They're looking at us like we're like, I don't know, like we're goldfish in a tank. It was weird. It was just weird how they look at us. You know, like, what are you guys doing? Why are you here?
Yeah, they're taking pictures for the real SPTV. They actually have that for each event. The security watches an actual video or a slideshow of all the different actual suppressive persons that are declared by Scientology. And so that's probably going to go in. You're going to be in their suppressive person TV. Jen, are you so excited?
I'm pretty sure I've already been followed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's had some Where Shelley signs and things like that. And No More Cult. She went to the Blue Building. Yeah, she went to the Blue Building protest with me. So she made me feel even safer.
I do remember now.
The Eat Predators, right? They organized that.
Yeah. And so she made me feel even safer.
To
she did, Liz.
Okay, then I did meet her.
That's why I did too.
That's where you guys met. You met.
Yeah, I was like, I swear to God, I met her before. And then you started saying Pack Base one, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm wrong.
She was there for the Pack Base one, and then she also came to Celebrity Center. And then she was, boom, right there at Shrine Auditorium, making me feel like a honey baby suckle.
I was intimidated a long time ago, but like now I feel more comfortable, especially because I know all of you. Like, SPTV, but like just walking around Hollywood, you know, like seeing all the buildings and people approaching me and stuff. It was always like, oh, what are you doing? Like, why are you handing me a pamphlet? Like, it was weird, but now I know all the ins and outs. So.
Yeah, I still get them. I have a big old stack if you know.
If you're bored.
If you're ever bored, I got the magazines that'll make you laugh. It's like a comic strip.
Jen, what did you feel when I'm literally shouting at you like, where's Jen? This is my dad. What are you thinking right then? Is like mentally, are you thinking this is real? Wait, is this real? Does Laura know what she's yelling out right now?
A lot of things went through my head, like, what if he came over? You know, what if you ran up there? What if the cops did something? You know, like all these things were like, oh my God, oh my God. And then when you just kept walking, I just wanted to
throw something at him.
Like, yeah, I just wanted to scream and just cry. Like I didn't know, and I didn't know how you were gonna feel. And I was like, whoa. And the cops didn't even care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like that was really heavy.
Weird. Yeah. That's why my immediate reaction, once I was like, okay, I can't see him anymore. I guess he went in the parking lot, whatever. I went right to the guy, you know, the Scientology old man, Chris or whatever, and then the police guy right next to him. And I was just like, you're okay with that? You're okay with seeing that? You're okay with this? Like, we just laid out the evidence in front of you. We're telling you these people don't have a choice mentally. They don't have permission to come to have a conversation with me, and you don't believe me. And I just showed you that right there.
And he literally chuckled at you. Like, you were like, what the fuck? He's just like, oh.
Like, that's such a weird reaction. Like, maybe he's just so in shock. Like, I just can't believe that's true. Why?
Or maybe he's just, he already knows all about
enjoying Scientology's perverted money. Yeah. And the gifts and the manipulation he gets from Scientology.
Yeah. There's so much me wishes we could go back in time and change that moment just so that if I could have been there to see that, but then at the same time, if I'd have seen my dad, I wouldn't have been as strong as you. Like, it makes me shake.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You probably literally would have done the same thing. But what's good to know is, here's this advice, Liz, as you know, is that may happen. So now you're prepared even stronger than you think you might have not been. Now you have the thing because you saw me just go through it. You know, that, and that's for everybody who has parents in there. There are going to be Sea Org members who reject you like that because they have decided to move on. You know,
or they're so scared of their consequences that they're going to continue walking even though it breaks their heart.
For sure. But now you know, Liz, like these weren't things you were probably maybe.
Yeah, I never thought there was the real possibility that he would just keep walking.
And not even look or be like,
right.
I can't
or glance or like just, and if I could have just pushed the cart over so that he could have just taken a second to look.
What would have been, how crazy would that have been if the universe just like the wheels on the cart just broke right there.
And then he fell and then all of a sudden he had to look you in the face.
And I would help him get up. I would be like,
right.
Wait, what, Louis?
EM27, E-meter drill 27. It's where you have to like practice your peripheral vision.
That's true.
So I bet you he was doing that.
I'm sure he was, Louis. But I'm just saying it would just, where would the story have gone if the wheels on the cart broke? And all the pans flew off.
That'd be so funny.
The media footage would have been a lot longer. The media footage would have been a lot longer than me yelling.
He heard you.
That's my dad.
Everyone heard you. That security guard, I swear. It looks like he's trying to grab
YouTube.
him.
Like you could feel that through YouTube.
I had your camera. I was like, oh my God. No.
And then I thought, oh my God, this might be the last time I see him if he really is ignoring me. So then I was really yelling, like, whatever life, Mother Nature needs to yell at you. I love you. Like, that's what I was like. I love you, Dad. Like, this is ridiculous that we can't talk. That's what I was kind of thinking. Like, okay, I love you. Anyway, but it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. And it was good to see both sides of that. It was good to see, I need to stop lying to myself, thinking that my dad is closer to me or more loving to me at this moment than he really is. He's kind of very much separated himself. And now that I did that, probably a lot of things may kick back in. We'll see. We only can hope, right?
Yeah. I'm
right, Jen? Right, Jen?
I've heard about all the disconnection, through SPTV, but to see it in person.
Right. I was going to say, Liz, tell me a time Louis, tell me a time you've ever seen on TikTok, on YouTube, on anything, a parent of a Sea Org member ignoring the child that they had born and raised in the Sea Org. That is now
December 16th.
Lies.
2023.
Lies. He's full of lies.
That was the event Louis that you were at.
Part of Louis' I was like, part of Louis' comedy is, I was going to say he's funny. And then I was like, oh, wait, he's actually being serious. That was a good one, Louis. No, but like, you've never seen a Sea Org. Like, no. I have never seen some of my protester friends who have parents and sisters or brothers in the Sea Org randomly see a freaking family member of theirs walking by. Trust me, you guys would all do the exact same thing. And then you would look around for anybody that would be like, were you in the Sea Org? Do you understand how insane this is? And there's nobody. So you just have to scream like, Dad! Oh my God, guys. Wow. Okay. Well, real talk was not supposed to be all about Laura. I just wanted Jen to definitely give her view of that, because she also made it easier for me to kind of come down from what happened and then be prepared for like what happened while I was down and not full of adrenaline. And then I did feel very sad. And I still, honestly, guys, I have this weird, I think it'll go away. It's the feeling, when somebody cheats on you or lies to you that you really love. And then you're like, why did you do that? That was hurtful. Like, it feels a little depressing for a few days. You feel slightly depressed. I feel kind of like that. I feel like, okay, I'm joyful. I'm me in times, but I definitely also feel like my heart has been broken a little bit.
Yeah. And that's the part that I'm scared of, because it's like, if our roles were reversed, okay, so say it was me in that situation, and here comes Bob Ferris, and I scream like you scream, and he walks and walks, and like, knowing how hard that I'm online every day talking about how horrible Scientology is, all the shit that I have gone through, it literally just makes me think my mom was right. He didn't love me, because that's how she used to tell me in the end.
But listen, one thing I do remember, even when you say that, or I hear that, and I think that about my dad and stuff, is somebody didn't love you. Somebody doesn't love you because that person actually doesn't know how to love. It has nothing to do with you. No. I want that to sink in, because I remember that every time I'm not feeling loved, and I go, okay, well, they're just loving me as much, or how they know how to. And I've learned love in a deeper, and thank God we have, in a deeper, more artful, creative, affectionate, touchy, lovey, words of affection, everything. Like, so, and they're not, and we were never allowed to have that in the Sea Org and all of that. So it's a whole different world for us, even for this fun new shit. Like, let's not get into BDSM, Miss Louie over here, and all the hot, sexy stuff that you can get into. But even just being able to have permission openly, without permission, to say what you feel, or, ooh, I love this, or I just wear this because I like it. Like, you don't need, like, there's no, like, who's going to judge you? The world? Great. We're used to that. So, yeah. Louie, you're muted. I would really love to hear what you have to say.
What'd you say about the BDSM?
I was just saying, some of us love BDSM, like maybe Louie,
yeah,
I don't know.
There
is some BDSM. There is some BDSM that I love. There are some people that are very wild, who have very lots of experience, I would say, in their crazy life of that. And I have not, and I don't necessarily want to. But I love the freedom of not being in the Sea Org and in Scientology, where you're allowed to see what you wear, how far you want to go.
Where exactly?
Isn't that so fun? Like, even where you're like, okay, what's the thing I kind of do like that I wasn't allowed to like? That's like the first place you go. Jen, did you have that whenever you were just kind of starting to just move on and be like, okay, I'm going to go have a child, or go, like, what was your thing? Were you kind of broken free of like, oh, I can actually masturbate whenever I want. I just don't have to tell anybody about it.
And you don't have to write it on a piece of paper.
In full detail, time, place, form, and event. Yeah, or be Louie and tell everybody about
it. Exactly.
I'm like,
if they could only see and be a fly on the wall for just a second, they would probably be like, oh my God.
Yeah, you know when they say you'll explode from the OT.
The
well, no, but
that
you know how they
say
in
OSA is looking at some pretty dark, Go ahead.
They're in the underground. But you know how they say that you're going to explode from the OT levels, if you say this. No, you're going to explode if you watch Louie's underground hottiness. That will make you explode. In all sorts of ways, I guess.
Oh my God. Good one.
Anyways, the point is, we have so much freedom. And Jen, do you feel, and this may be a personal question, so you don't have to answer, and you'll definitely relate to it, I'm sure, but do you feel that even in the way that you were raised, you still had some major restrictions, whether you still do now or not, which I feel like you're definitely either out of that or you're definitely coming out of it. Maybe you feel more open and vulnerable in the SPTV community, because we all talk, me and you talk about freaking everything. But do you feel there were so many restrictions, even like you're not allowed to just pick up a dildo? Like I mean, no offense, but like, right? Is it like you're not allowed, even in like, it's uncomfortable for your mother to know that you might be interested in a dildo right next, you know, somebody, hey, I got you a dildo. It's a fun gift. What that? Like, some people find this so offensive.
Yeah, totally.
Is your family cool with this, or was this an easy? Oh, they're not. See?
Oh, no, yeah.
Wow. See?
Wouldn't be like, your dildo has arrived, sweetie. Go have fun.
Oh, wait. Oh, I cannot wait for Golden Rodney to come in the mail. To come in the mail.
Oh,
no pun intended.
Good, love it.
Don't forget to wrap it up.
It's wrapped up.
No glove, no love.
I don't know if I'll have time to wrap. Keep that thing protected. I mean, it's going to be under my head. It's going to be leaning on me when I'm bored of talking to the chat on my live streams. This Golden Rodney is going to be exciting to have around.
It's amazing.
You know what we're all, Louis, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what's coming in the mail?
Nope. But I can only imagine.
It's coming in the mail.
I'm waiting. So picture rod. Like, what does rod usually mean? We're gonna turn this into a sex positive. Just listen. And then the feet are a little flat because he's flat-footed, but it says SPTV on the feet. No, not helping at all. Not giving you a visual.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
You got a picture?
No, everybody needs to wait until Fox come up here.
Or just go watch one of Marilyn's lives.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did you not see Aaron?
Oh, you're talking about the
Marilyn
yarn
on
penis.
There you go. Well, the yarn penis's name.
We should have just said yarn penis.
Lou, the yarn penis's name is Rodney, Golden Rod.
Yeah. Sorry, I was born
right over that hat.
Yeah.
Look, bow down and show the world what that went right over. All those colors. Burp. Boom. All the way down to the red bunghole of the eyeball. So I'm very excited to get that. It should show up. If I get, so whenever I get any big packages like that, then they text me and they say, hey, you got, anything they can't just simply put right in my mailbox. So they have a whole room that says, here's your package. Anyway, so if I get a package number tomorrow, I am going to get it. So, and I want y'all to know, when I get that package, I'm going to do its own episode. So that may be tomorrow in the middle of my day. The moment I get it, I'm going to be like, let me schedule this live stream just so everybody can be there. So it'll be a party whenever it arrives, partying with me and Golden Rodney.
I love it. I can't wait to see it.
He's an inch above the rest.
That's what she said. That's what she said too. He is an inch above the rest. A couple inches. And so his feet are oh God, should I just show everybody? Fuck it. But I will do the whole box opening once it comes in. I'm going to be like, hey guys, from Maryland, I'm opening it up, and I'll do it on live stream. But I'm going to show you right now because, guys, this is ridiculous. This is the funniest. And it's already been on all the channels. So you guys suck if you haven't seen it already. That's your fault.
That's about my channel. I'm just saying.
Well,
I told her I would buy one just because of how hilarious it is.
Well, they're expensive, guys. You can't just, oh my God, this is so exciting. So this is it in the box. She said it's on its way.
Oh my God, it's so cute. I want one.
Isn't it so fucking cute? And
so
it's not
cute.
small.
I want to snuggle with that.
She had to make. Look, that's Marilyn, and look at how big it is.
Wow,
it's not little.
Massive.
So when you said snuggle and cute, don't disrespect the Rodney.
You should have named it Kong.
No, Rodney don't need to be disrespected. He's a fatty daddy golden Roddy. Look at how big it is
so
compared to
freaking
Marilyn's
cute.
face.
I love it.
And his balls, his feet, I mean, say SPTV.
That's awesome.
It's hard out here for a pimp. But now that I've got golden Roddy, I'm very excited. So we'll see.
Good.
I'm waiting for that to be arriving in my mail.
So funny.
Oh, okay. Let's check here in the chat. Is there any questions about the protest? Let me go through this and all that before we jump around and
jump up, and get down.
I'll be right back. I just need some medication.
What medication are you getting, Louis? He's not going to tell us.
Nope. He took his headphones out.
Mm-hmm.
I change the background.
I love how Carrie says,
Liz, wait, don't speak. Don't speak yet, Liz. Jen, below you, you look like your head is literally on a pike. Look, Liz, do you see that? Look at Jen.
Right.
Okay, so listen, Jen, what is this is a quiz of, let's see how well your SPTV skills are and just your awareness level in general. Just kidding. What is that street there that you're looking on at Louis' background? It has something to do with SPTV. What is that street? Why does that street look so familiar?
SPTV.
It has something to do with a protest for sure. Now I feel like I'm giving you too much information.
just
Let's see.
I don't know. I don't recognize it. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not going to recognize it, but then remember what you've been doing with SPTV and protesting. What does that street look like? Let me tell you, you've been on that street.
absolutely.
Let's now I've given you too many clues. You have been on that street that Louis' background is in, and you have 5 seconds to answer what street it is. I'll give you one major clue.
Closed off with like barricades.
Yes, they were doing.
I don't know the name of it though. I don't know the name.
I will give you a clue. They are the founder of the biggest, dangerous, stupidest sex childing, trafficking, human thing cult that takes over lives called Scientology.
Hubbard Way.
L. Ron Hubbard Way. Congratulations.
Boom, pass.
Your needle is floating. Okay, good.
Yeah, the first time he popped that one up, it was literally like,
I was laughing. I was like, no way.
Why you got Hubbard Way?
Lou comes up with some funny shit sometimes, and then some stupid shit, but some real funny shit. I'm like, there he is, back in the spirit. Just kidding. Okay, Blake Reed, thank you for your sweet little donation. I think Laura was on one of Aaron's streams when I did this, but if not, by the power invested in me, I hereby declare you all LPs, lovable persons. Obvious. Obviously. Obvious. Just kidding. We are in this chat specifically. We are all lovable people for sure. Thank you, Blake Reed. That's very sweet. Hi, Super Pup, you fantastic human baby. We love you so much. Okay. Super Pup, we love you so much.
Cheers to the golden rock star.
Cheers to the golden rock. Yeah, fuck that.
Is that a chihuahua in the picture?
Yes, that is Super Pup right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cheers. If you have a drink, cheers with me. Cheers to your camera on your phone or the camera. Jen, are you sober? Oh, cutie. Love you. You're supposed to cheers, Louis, to the camera. No, to your camera. Yeah, everybody. Wow, wow. And now Liz is laughing.
Because he spit it back in the cup.
Yeah, he spit it back in like it wouldn't mean a real cheers if he drank it.
Oh, redo.
Okay, redo. 1, 2, 3, go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Louis, drink your slobber water.
Oh goodness, though.
Lou, you didn't even drink your water. You're supposed to cheers and drink the water because you're putting the message in your body.
Okay.
You're saying, "Oh, cheers, love," in your body.
I didn't realize that was the process.
Okay, well, now you know. So end a session. Good job. Thank you. Your needle's floating. Go fuck yourself.
Thank you. I feel like so aware.
You are. You're class 5 wear. Casey Isaac. Hi, honey bun. I love you, sweetheart. We all love you. And love to you, Laura. Keep rocking. Thanks, babes. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. We all appreciate you. It's a real thing. And we appreciate the super chats for real. Keep sending them through as we're chit chatting. If you guys have questions, just put questions in bulk question, and then guys, you're allowed to, on my channel, you're allowed to ask, especially if it says Chit Chat SPTV. You can ask anything. And we know, as the people on this channel or on my channel, whoever I invite, they know that if they don't want to answer something or don't want to talk about, they say, I don't want to talk about that. Maybe, hopefully, another time. And that's the simplest. Like, it's not like, oh, no, denial of nothing. It's, I don't want to talk about that. We can talk about that, hopefully, on another future channel. That's it. So come in and say hi and ask your questions for us. Ask all the questions.
Ask away.
Just ask away. SPTV's a safe place to stay. Okay. Tip 45. What's that about? Question mark. $10, baby. Thank you, you Tiffy Tiff 44445. Hey, babes. Arms, crisis, cross and squeeze. Hugs. Oh, we need to all do this. Do you guys feel? Pull your arms out. Crisscross them all the way to your hands, to your shoulders. Hold yourself hard and say, I love you so much. Big hugs, babes. Tons of love. You hold yourself and say tons of love. This is going to be the icon for the thumbnail for this YouTube.
No, I'm sure it is. It's going to be like, look what they were doing.
We were hugging ourselves. Thank you, Tiff. That was a good one. Good call. We needed that.
You remember doing the Macarena in the Sea Org?
Yes, it was at every dancing
Macarena.
And they would be like, hey, that's a little too sexy. You're being too sexy.
Exactly.
You're dancing,
right.
But everybody, yes.
Oh yeah. I one time saw the COCO, Vicky Chance. She assigned someone lower conditions, Adela Chavoya, because her skirt was just a little too short. And it was just like 4 inches above her knee.
And so she assigned. What happened though? I think you didn't
saw
know
her
something.
In the street. I was there. She saw her in the street, and it was right before an event. And she's like, Adela Chavoya, you are being out ethics. Go change right now. And then she got an assignment of liability at the base briefing, but they didn't have her bring her up. They didn't bring her up there like they did with other people. That's all.
I feel like no. I know we all freeze because I was remembering just now, like at least 3 different occasions that happened where somebody was mad or somebody senior was like, somebody grabbed my arm, like with their nails, one of my seniors, not my direct senior, just somebody who was above me. So they thought they had the authority to like grab my arm with their nails and pull me sideways off to the side. And they were like, your shirt is too tight. And I had the tiniest titties in HCO. So I was kind of like, I was kind of like, are you going to give me money to buy something else? Because I have nothing else. Otherwise.
And how old were you at this time? How old were you?
14.
Oh my God.
So my cute little tiny titties. And she was like, your shirt is too tight. Like, you look like a gymnast. And I was like, well, I kind of am. My body's like muscular. I didn't even consider the fact that my tits were tits. You know what I mean? I was just kind of like, yeah, my nipples are showing. Like, it was just my nipples. Like, what they were.
No,
Anyways.
I was all about, like, my boobs were.
Well, Liz probably had gargantuans.
I did, and the shirt, if you leaned over, you clearly saw like a full-on titty show.
It was
And
the Grand
if you leaned
Canyon
over,
crevice.
if you leaned over at all, you're 2D flowing. I'm like, oh, I'm not.
No, Liz, what they meant to tell you is you were titty flowing.
Yeah, them titties were flowing, and then
Oh,
her
yeah,
titties,
that's a good
Titties were
one.
flowing,
That's
and then
really
it
good. That's gold.
created.
or
Titties flowing.
I also got put.
Louis.
I also don't forget I got put in. I think it was treason.
Yeah.
Because I hugged someone whose mom had just passed
them.
away. Like, I was hugging them, but I had somehow been hugging them for too long that it was considered inappropriate.
Yeah, where your boobs are literally touching them and they kind of, oh, I felt their boobs a little. And so here's the thing is you got in trouble because the man or the person that was interested or sexually aroused just by your quick hug, because they've never had any sort of comfort or touch or nurturing from their childhood. So a hug too long is sexual. Just like, hate to break it
Our
to
naughty
you,
parts are touching.
just to break it to you, other religions that have the same similar thing. Not allowed to touch wives, not allowed to touch another woman, not allowed to touch. There's a lot of religions that have similar things because they are held back on their sexuality. There's no windows and outlets for them to just be free and do whatever the fuck they want and say what they want and do whatever they want and still be in their religion and their beliefs. That's the crazy thing is they separate sexuality and sex from what they consider the religion view, how you should be as a member of our religion, which has nothing. Give me a religion that shows, Louis, give me a religion that's open. Give me a religion that has 20% or more of the United States involved, or even a stupid small cult like Scientology that has at least 1,000 members or more, right?
Go with like 2.5.
I was going to try to give the lowest of anything, basically, that doesn't control sexuality, where they wouldn't invite anybody, any BDSM allowed, you know, like give me any cult, sorry, not cult, give me any very common, normal American religion open that are on the board, Christianity, that is openly very allowing and accepting to wild sex, including dildos and just random fun, cute things that aren't even getting into the BDSM and all that. Tell me one religion. Tell me one.
Christianity.
Do not shit on yourself.
Yes, I will absolutely tell you, because you know the sex toy party that I met Carrie at. That's right. We're going to say it. I met her at a sex toy party.
Okay, Liz, why are you relating a sex toy party?
Because the woman was very Christian.
Maybe you're right. Okay. Who gives a fuck about the woman's beliefs? That has nothing to do with the sex party you went to.
Right.
Maybe, wait, listen, there you go. Your connection to her was Christian, and that was great. And you felt, I feel safe in this Christian community because I can be myself and I love all this sexy stuff. That has nothing to do with Christianity. Sorry. That just means, honey, I'm just saying, but that was a good try. And that was very loving and open. I'm just saying that somebody gave you the chance to just be yourself and also give the roots of Christianity, which are just basic loving beliefs and God beliefs, which are great. And they're not restricting you to whatever you want. And I ain't even gonna get into BDSM, but whatever it is you want is what it is you want. But if you were to go to a church or to study the deep roots of Christianity, they are not acceptable to this absolutely whatsoever. Just like any religion, period. Mic drop. Boom.
You're all.
So it's like, what, and I don't need to keep talking, but like, why does religion have anything to do with sex?
The only thing I can think of is what I was told, and that was just
it would be like relating politics to flavors. Like, well, I'm pissed off that nobody's accepting my flavor.
that sounded
Like, wait, if you're trying to clear the planet, if you're trying to be a free person, if you're trying to be in religions and groups and cults that are trying to make people feel fresh and free and open and speak about whatever they want, whether their sins or clean, whatever, what are you doing separating or departmentalizing sex and your beliefs? It's actually part of the process of human nature and feeling good and creating other babies. Like, there's a lot in common that society should always be keeping track of sex. This is
The
what I
only
have to say.
babies Scientology cares about are from the rich parents. I think that's why there's that rule about the Sea Org members not being able to have kids. I was thinking about this recently.
No, you know what? I was talking to my friend Jess tonight. She's in the tub. And if she wants to pop in on my screen tonight, she's absolutely allowed to. But I was talking to her. I figured it out. I had the same thing. I said, Jess said, so what's the deal with them not having kids in the Sea Org though? And I said, kids, it's not that they're distracting. It's very much true. They are distracting and they take up energy and time, right? And money and blah, blah, blah. But not when you're in the Sea Org. You could put a baby right onto the EPF or the cadet org, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute.
As they did to us. So then I was thinking, what was it deeply from there? And what it deeply is, though, is that when you it's very much about the sorry, what was your first thing? Because I have 3 things to say to that. What was your main question? So I can quickly answer that one, Lou, that you brought up. Oh, did I just mess up my train of thought?
It's gonna come back. It's gonna come in the chat. I know it.
What were we just talking about? Wait,
we
what
were
were we
talking
just
about? Sex.
We were talking about sex,
baby.
I know that. So wait, okay, so
Scientology children, why they can't have them in the Sea Org. That is it.
My friend just told me. She said, it's not. So you know what it is? It's not about it. She said, you were talking about kids in the Sea Org and the vulnerability of having children. So this is what it is. It's not just about, because it's actually valuable to Sea Org members and to Dave Miscavige and whatever to have quote unquote children born in the Sea Org, and then you can like train them as much as you can. Because I would say 50% of the people or more that I was born in the cadet org and stuff with and all this are still in the Sea Org. Yeah, so they still, it's not like they didn't succeed at that. Like I was trying to say, like some of us got out, but they do have a lot of people
a smaller ratio.
Were born and raised, right? That were born and raised in it. But you know what it is they don't want the bigger thing than them being a distraction and being a problem and all that. They don't want the connection between the mother and the father and the child and they don't want that connection. Yes. That connection is stronger at times. Obviously, like my psycho ass running after my dad is stronger at times. And it could interrupt and ruin and disrupt Scientology, Sea Org, and all that. So this is why they also have their biggest penalty is I will disconnect your family. Disconnection if you ever leave us. That's the thing, is family connection is actually deeper than what they can control, because it's nature. It's natural. It's literally like teaching a dog not to bark or to cry or to wait.
So Carrie has the thing, and she just put it in. She's a firm believer that drive the car before you buy it. And so that would have not flown in the Sea Org. There's no test driving the vehicle before you buy it.
Did she put that in the comment?
Yeah, it's right at the bottom, but
very bottom.
Yeah. That is not something that you could do in the Sea Org. If you did do it, you had to not get caught. So in other words, you had to shut the fuck up and just say nothing. And then when they accuse you of 2D flowing a boy, even though you're totally digging on the girl, just take it. I was doing that, sir. I was thinking inappropriate thoughts about him.
Are you done, Liz? Masturbating on my LFM live TV show?
Listen here. Did you see what was in the private chat?
No, I want to see. I'm starting to look now. I was totally behind. I thought I was like
Oh.
being sweet, like answering old things. And I was like, wow, I'm so behind. I need to just go to the current chat. Sex prime. Like, whoa, I need to get up on this. Yes. Yes. Okay, let me catch up. I'm sorry, I'm reading comment, Laura. I think you're right. They don't want the maternal and paternal. Yes, let's pull that up. Free Exunu Project. Hi, honey. I know you emailed me something. I'm sorry if I didn't respond. I didn't respond to a lot of people because you know what I'm dealing with. Okay, love you. Comment, Laura. I think you're right. They don't want the maternal and paternal feelings to be created if children were born in this York. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, now they can't get away with just throwing them to the streets at 14 and
yeah,
or 6 or 7 or younger. They can't justify putting a, Yeah, they can't justify what they did to us happening today.
And if they do, it's in Scientology language. Like my dad justifies it beautifully. I don't know if any of you, most of you have heard that phone call I had. He's always like, see that? Even when I start to stab him, I didn't even mean to, but like when I was stabbing him in, like, I want you to just be a father and not a Sea Org member. In the outside world, you guys hearing that, like, you're like, what? Why was that a stab? If you're a Sea Org member and you hear somebody say that, it means that you're minimizing and you're criticizing their Sea Org job and position, which is the highest position they could be having, by saying they're not being a good father, which is a deeper connection physically to real nature. And that's why he was like, see there, right there. You keep throwing those barbs or the whatever he said. I forgot. But like, it's like, wait, all I said was I just wanted you to be a Sea Org member and you weren't. I just wanted you to be a father and not be a Sea Org member. Right when I said Sea Org member, he flipped out. Jen, jump in. I'm definitely, you're so cute. And Jen is so cute because she is like this. She loves listening and just like, oh, this is probably why we're listening to you. This is probably why we're really close.
I would just compare what you guys are saying to like how I grew up and how I was raised. And just like,
see, I knew it. Well, jump in if like, because your voice also matters so much for people who also have similar situations to yours that you're comparing to the whole SPTV community, you know?
Yeah.
It's so cool. You guys, everybody in our lives here in this community are great. Whether we've done horrible things or not, we all love you. We love you. And we're really cool. Not me. I'm saying we, the SPTV, are really cool. Really, really cool. Because there's nothing really like it. It's weird and fun. Okay. Oh, wow. So what are you comparing, Jen? Do you want to talk about it a little bit?
I was just thinking about how the private school that I went to when I was in 6th grade, we had like a 6th grade class trip or whatever. And we actually went to Toronto to the Hockey Hall of Fame and Niagara Falls. And I remember at the hotel that we were staying at, they had to separate the boys and the girls for swim time. And the girls had to wear t-shirts and long culottes over the bathing suits to swim. Like
mandatory. They had to.
Yeah. So like none of your skin could show.
No skin could show, even though it was just girls that were swimming. You know what I mean? Like
totally. You know what? I remember they did this at the Int Ranch. I know this is a small thing, but they said at a certain point we weren't allowed to wear bikinis. We had to wear full bathing suits because it was showing. It was showing the full part of that body is just 2D flowing. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's stimulating.
I definitely got a very dark t-shirt to wear.
What's that, Louis?
Oh, it's restimulating is how I heard it put. They say that thing is restimulating, so you can't show that. You can't show your shoulders or your neckline or the part of your back that looks super sexy in the back. You know?
Oh, if your bra strap, if you were wearing, and it was showing, not like. It would be kind of like the equivalent if like your pubic hairs were sticking out. I don't know how else to.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I'm like trying to see, like,
It's like we don't know how that would happen, but you're kind of uncomfortable if you do see it. You're like, that's a little, like either get rid of those or keep them intact. That's inappropriate no matter what. All right. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Dragon Tears for Me. Thank you for your love and sweet support. And I love your little husky, fluffy freaking dog. Oh my God. LFM, do you think they will move your dad now? I did think about that. We were all out here with you. I know you were. I freaking ran to you guys. I was like, is this my live stream? You guys were amazing. When it happened, and Louis was also there with Jacob on his stream, so I knew. I was like, somebody just got this. Much love from Seattle. Hi, Seattle. I miss Seattle. Okay, well, thank you. I hope they don't move him. I wonder, you know what I'm wondering is if my dad is just keeping this to himself and he didn't even report or anything, and whatever just happened only happened with whatever he saw. And then he put the dishes away, and then yeah, but sure, the security was like, "Hey, good job, Phil. You're doing a good job." Like it felt like he was just saying like that, "Hey, man," and I'm sure he knew him, like because Phil knows everybody. He's just a friendly dude, and he fucking knows everybody. Anyways, but so I think he then was like, he probably went in back to the, went in through did his thing, and then went to the back inside saying, "I can't go out there. There's like SP, my daughter's out there screaming." So. Somebody else will do the dishes, because later I did film them, and Jacob sent me footage later of them when he was filming, and they were loading up a U-Haul truck with all the dishes, and Sea Org members, everybody coming out of the event, we're all just waiting to load up in the bus runs, and so that did happen. So you didn't see my dad coming back around again. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting to. Like
Yeah,
the
but
moment he knew, he knew.
What I remember when I was in the Sea Org and I was at those events, they had the senior INR, they had they called the ethics and image master at arms going around and looking for staff that are even remotely near the doors, and always shooing them away, like, "Hey, get back to post, or get back to wherever you were, and your post is to sit down, or your post is to be an usher," like constantly.
Right.
So he
Right.
had to
100%.
he had to finagle to get outside. I mean,
No,
only OSHA people
Louis.
are allowed outside.
Louis.
Yeah.
My dad's job is in dishwashing in galley. I thought that's what he was doing 7 months ago. Yes.
Yeah, but what's that have to do with going outside?
He has to load because the Shrine Auditorium is not the org. These are all pans and everything brought in by the organization. All the food and everything is made at the base. So they bring it all in, and they're covering all the empty pans, has to go back in the van to load it up to go bring them back to the org. And then
So
they have to bring him
the
in
parking structure to
load up all the
the
pots and pans that were full of crap that he would bring to the dishwasher at the org at the base.
So he maybe drove. Maybe he drove.
He could, but I don't even know. I didn't even think that far. No, he's just loading a van that goes there. He can drive, yeah. So maybe now
But he's PTSD,
comfortable.
that's for sure. He can't be driving
unless he's been committed now for 5 years. I haven't seen it for 5 years, so he's still in the same position, cleaning dishes, right? And he's happy. He's like, "Oh, good. Yep, used to this." He looked happy when he walked out until he realized what the fuck he just walked into, and then he had to keep his calm swag pace that he does. And honestly, he did a very good job, Dad.
It was
good
a
pass. Oh, I hate that. I want
Internship
a
pass.
fucking RTC pass right there.
Yeah, RTC pass. Yeah.
RTC was like the
Oh,
top.
God.
If you got a pass from RTC, it didn't matter. Didn't matter if somebody thought you didn't matter. All right, so thank you for your question. I think he will stay there, because where the fuck else they're gonna put him? Like, Because in the blue building where they do the dishwashing, it's all below. It's all below the level floor. So he can't hear anything. There, nothing. That's where they keep to keep him out of public sight. So it was a miracle, guys, that my dad happened to be walking out and I saw him with my eyes. That's a miracle. And then whatever else happened, whether I did a good job or not and screamed and had my heart's broken, doesn't matter. The fact is he's alive. He's walking. He's able to push a cart. He's able to load dishes. He's physically probably healthy. And that makes me feel slightly okay. And also really fucked up that he ignored me completely.
Yeah.
So there you go, society. Hi, Mandy. Mandy McGee. What, Louis, do you have anything else to add to that before I chop off that?
No, I'm going to stand my ground and say I disagree with you because I think he was, there's like tons of hallways inside that shrine. There's
Right?
tons of them, especially for these crew that do all the dishes and stuff. There's no, it's that is so weird that he would walk outside. Why wouldn't he
And
just go through
especially
one of the
since they
tunnels?
make us
to the
look
Me,
that
I
big.
agree. No, I agree.
Yeah.
100% I agree.
It is,
It's more than weird, but we will say weird based
Yeah.
off a bias of people in the outside world
True.
being like, well,
it's
maybe
not
it's just weird
hypnosis.
because we were in the fucking Sea Org, so we know this shit. But right, it is absolutely weird. I looked on my live stream, I looked at the sky and I was like, what the fucking fuck, universe? I said something like, that's crazy. The universe just made this happen right now. Like I did scream something out like that. So yeah. It was weird. Whether it was my dad being
Parascientology.
ballsy or not and being like, oh, let's see what happens if I push this card out. I don't know. I don't think so. I think he was shocked, honestly.
Yeah, and there's a part of me that thinks only you would know what his facial features and impressions look
I mean,
like.
I said it on AA Run. I literally said the fact that he didn't even conversate at all or even say, you chose a wrong group. You could like nothing. He was like, he was just like avoid, go.
He's a good
That's
cart
all.
roller.
Okay.
He's really good at it.
It's
He was
true,
going
Louis.
quick.
It's true. It's true. Olympic cart roller, probably.
Yeah. He's got skills.
He does love
sweet,
sports.
sweet.
He's gonna do.
Jen, what do you feel? What do you feel about Louis and me talking about that? What do you think as an outsider seeing my dad and me freaking out and all that?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you feel about it? What do you think happened? What is your view?
What's your reaction to all of
What's your reaction to our reaction?
Back and forth.
I wondered after the fact. I thought about it after a while, and I wondered if somebody told him that you were outside, and he wanted to just run outside just for the hell of it, see what happened. And I don't know. Something I thought about after the fact.
I can't say that's not true. Like, I can't say that's not true. It's just that Sea Org members don't really have their own decision making, you know? So I know that in our outside world mind, we think we have all these like, oh, well, I would have done like Sea Org members don't think like that. They don't. And so I think I'm going to stick to what I feel. And I feel like I know is that my dad accidentally was literally being the busser boy. They call them the busser that takes all and loads them in the back of the van. So they're not in public view, all the old pans, and goes back and and makes sure like scoops the food and takes the pan and makes like loads it up, fill up more. Oh, do you want some more? Like, and so he's loading and the cart got full and he had to bring that cart outside. And there I was protesting. That's what I think happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
And Louis wants to disagree, and everybody, and I love you all. It's just insane that I saw my dad. It is fucking insane.
We should do a reenactment. We should make a play out of it.
Okay,
you know what
I'll be posted at the back door, the back gate, just like I was before. And as soon as the protesters come by, do the
what? Do the what, Liz?
Like we had to fucking yank.
No. We want to see the whole reenactment. It looks like you jerking off Rodney.
Oh dear God. No, but I remember having to put that gate down every time a protester was walking by.
Which is what they do on Streets LA. You see that he calls her RTD too, I think. And she's just like this girl that's like, got her up. And she just smiles like a fucking creep and rolls rolls on the flanks. She's like, robot. Anyways, but that's what they do. They're made to like, I'm just going to smile and not be affected by the situation you're putting me in. Congratulations.
But it didn't feel robotic back then.
Laura and crew are particularly on fire tonight. So does this mean Rodney the Goldenrod is the mascot for SPTV? Probably. Like
For
probably.
right
P.S.
It'll
got
be
a
a hard yes.
Yes. It feels like it's made everybody laugh. You know what? You know what we will see is who can be on SPTV with that big ass Rodney thing in front of their face or on the same live stream and not laugh right when it pops into the screen. Did you see how hard Aaron laughed when Marilyn was just showing him? Oh my God, it's great.
I think it's funny that for me, I think it's hilarious because, you know, when I was a kid, if I even mentioned
Mandy, congratulations on your new kitty and getting your root canal freaking taken care of. Love you. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Liz.
But when I was a kid, you don't talk about sex, don't talk about any of that stuff. And then if you do talk about sex, it's only missionary. And then we get out and it's like,
well, for me, I never had sex in the Sea Org. So so what do you mean when you do talk about sex? Did you talk to somebody else? You weren't allowed to talk to another Sea Org member about sex.
No, not when I was a Sea Org member. I tried to talk to my mom about it. I was trying to understand
when you were a Sea Org member? When I was a
kid.
Oh.
When I was a kid.
How old were you?
Probably 8.
What? So you were asking her like what Rodney does to the clamshell?
Yeah, I wanted to know what sex was.
And then what did she say?
Got very, very mad, and I had a very, very bad day.
Oh, I'm sorry, boo boo.
But it was
Liz, you can ask me about anything about sex. And you know who else is fun to talk about sex? Louis down there. The other night I called him my sex therapist. I was like, Louis, I feel like I can talk to Louis about any questions, feelings, and he will tell me the masculine side of it because he absolutely did when I was asking him about this shit. And he was like, oh, boom, boom, boom. And he just nailed it. And then he's also understands the feminine side, which is so cool. So, and it could be about anything. It literally can be about anything. It doesn't have to be just because whatever. Anyways, wow. Louis, can you open a business already? Apparently I'm already your advertiser.
Right? You're a sex therapist and sex positivity teacher.
No, because he's not going to lie about the positivity. Like he might be like, yo, you suck. You need to be more open about this. What's your issue? That's negative. Don't bring that into the group. Yeah,
because I did the hoe train. I absolutely did the hoe train. But if it was bad, like for some reason, I was completely honest to the point where it was really bad. Like,
but then you were responsible for it, right?
No. Like when I was
first, you're responsible for everything bad.
Oh, I somehow pulled in the bad vajayjay.
So did you pull in why were you blah? Because they had a dirty pussy? Let's just talk about it.
I don't know what they had because literally she had just gotten out of the shower and I will be dead ass honest.
And still raunch.
And as soon as I got near it literally all over. I was done.
Why didn't you? Okay, Liz. I mean, obviously we all learn from all these experiences, but did you not think to go, wait, baby, I actually want to wait, you got out too soon. Let's go back in the shower. And you weren't like, maybe let me wash this a little, but like really be hot about it. Oh
There's
my
no
God,
sexy after
it was
that.
dirty. Like she didn't know to spread that and be wild and hot and open.
Like
if you ain't spreading that and being wild and rubbing and cleaning that shit, then you ain't down for
then
the
it
hot
smells like
goodness.
Famunda cheese. And
It smells and sounds like it sounds like L. Ron Hubbard way. That's what it sounds like.
But yeah,
Well, I gotta go. Thanks for having me, Laura, and good to see you,
Wow,
Liz.
Louie, what a great
Thank
time
you for
to
me,
leave.
Jen. So good to
Nice to
talk
meet
to
you.
you.
What a great time to leave, Louie.
Yeah.
Right when we're feeling very sex positive, and you were supposed to be our therapist through this.
I know.
You know what? He just has to go. He's got a session or something to take care of on L1.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, we got to go take care of the session. Good one. I love it.
Are you being
goodbye.
sarcastic, Louie? Are you mad?
No, I'm not mad.
Okay, we love you.
I actually do like it. The
Oh, good.
comment about the L. Ron Hubbard way.
Okay,
I
good.
think it's funny.
It is funny. Okay, it is funny. Okay, we love you, Louie. If all y'all watching, I know you are all. Some of y'all are already watching because you're on Louie's channel, but we love Louie so much. So also follow us all and follow Louie if you're following Liz, Jen, or me.
Absolutely,
Laura.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Give him a follow.
Louie is wild and open and totally transparent and very fun and sweet and funny and ridiculous. Okay, that's enough.
Thank you.
Okay, bye, Louie.
Bye.
We love you. Mwah.
Bye.
Okay, hi, girls.
Now it's a threesome with my wife watching.
Let's really talk about hot stuff now. Now that we got the boys out of the picture. Let's change the outfits. Just kidding. Oh my God, that was funny. Oh, hello, Blake Reed again. $4.99. Call me up on $4.99. Wait, so Jen, you're smart. What's 30% minus of $4.99?
30% of $5 would be what? That's
don't ask me, honey boo.
$1.25?
$3.50.
So YouTube just took $3.50, no, $1.25-ish. I guess Liz was closer, right? So YouTube took $1.25 of your $4.99, boo-boo, Blake Reed, just so you know. Just for you to say, hey, Laura, I just realized who you remind me of. Did you ever listen to Till Tuesday? First of all, I wasn't allowed to listen. Like, it wasn't my choice to listen to music I loved. But did I listen till Tuesday? If that shit was on, I was listening to it as many times as I could. If it was on the radio, if somebody was playing it. Here's the thing about growing up at the Int Ranch and Scientology and the Sea Org. You don't know who the names are of all these famous celebrity singers that you've known your whole life because you've only known them through your friends or CDs that you were finally given on Christmas or by the radio. Literally, Laura FM, go figure, radio is the reason I named that, but also because the radio was our outlet. It literally was. And we didn't know it was our outlet because when you leave today and you go back, you're going, oh my God, when I was listening to like Alanis Morissette, like, isn't this ironic? And whatever it was, or it's like rain on your wedding day. You know, we're digging a trench and we're hearing the song because we're being productive and happy, and it's raining or it's sunny.
Don't get caught listening to something bad.
Right. As the moment, but this is just the radio again. So Alanis Morissette happened to be like selling even more, I think, at one point as a solo artist, more than the Beatles at one point. So her songs were definitely playing on that radio, right? So what I'm saying is we were digging trenches in the middle of a motherfucking desert, and whether it was raining or sunny, and sometimes it would be mixed. And I remember this moment listening to that song. It's like rain. And I didn't know what, like, you know, it's like traffic jam when you're already late. I was like, oh, that's annoying. And then it would be like, what's the next thing? Traffic jam.
It's a traffic jam. When
No smoking sign on your cigarette break.
Yeah, I was like, well, they right. on your cigarette bag. So I was also thinking as a child, well, they shouldn't be smoking. So then the next, what's the next line? Jesse's also saying it in the back. What's the next one? It's like 10,000 spoons and all you need is a knife. And so as a dishwasher at the Ant Ranch, as a cadet in the Sea Org, I was like, it's like 10,000 spoons and all you need is a knife. And I would be dishwashing and I'm like, oh, that would be so annoying if all I needed was a fucking knife and all I had was these spoons. You know, like, and then it's like, what's the next one? No, it's like 10,000 spoons and all you need.
Meeting the man of your dreams and then meeting a beautiful wife.
And I thought like, oh God, what if I marry somebody in the Sea Org? And then right when I get married, another hot guy joins the Sea Org and I'm like, oh my God, I should be with him. So sorry to say, guys, cool. You think Alanis relates to you how Alanis relates to you? This is how Alanis relates to a child Sea Org member. Or like when I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Those were some dark ass times. I would be like secretly allowed to be listening to radio and the person watching me would walk away for like 20 minutes. And 20 minutes, I can hear a lot of Beck songs. There's a lot of songs I can hear. And I would honestly feel so depressed, as you would say. You would never say that or even know what that means as a child in the cadet org. But I would have that state. I would be in this depression state. And I felt like, God, I just always fuck up. And like, I didn't mean to do that, but I guess I did do it. So like, I created this problem. So I'd be like, in the time of 19, I swear to God that like the way he's singing it, in the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. I just thought like, oh, well, he's kind of just like mixing the whole reactive mind and like saying like the world is bleh, I'm a loser. So I was like, oh, well, people are just going to call me a loser if I'm a loser. So why don't you kill me? And then I was like, oh, I guess I can be this out of valence, which is a Sea Org Scientology thing. I guess I'm just going to be in this like low tone out of valence, like DB, why don't you kill me? And I thought, and as a Scientologist being promoted that Beck's a Scientologist and all this, I thought, oh, maybe he was writing this song saying like, oh, well, you guys are degrading me so deeply and so low. Why? Oh, but then I wouldn't be alive to sing all these degrading songs for you guys that you like. That's what I was thinking.
Someone put in the chat, creep.
Creep. Right. I'm a creep.
I'm a weirdo.
Liz, I'm going to make you a moderator right now so that you're able to just pop up stuff, right?
Okay.
Right? Are you able to pop up stuff if I make you a moderator?
I have no idea.
Congratulations. Anyways, I won't do it now. Sorry. Man,
now it's stuck in my head. I'm all sitting there. I'm a weirdo.
When you're on the phone, can look you in the eye. You mean that?
Yeah.
I want a perfect body. I want a
perfect soul. Yeah.
I want you to notice. All right. So anyways, Blake Reed, I love Till Tuesday. Good job. And Amy Mann, good job. I love all these 80s, 90s fucking hardcore rock singers. I have a biased opinion about 80s and 90s singers, chick singers particularly, but also male singers. But also you'll see that most of the people in the 80s and 90s were badass motherfuckers that are legends and icons to this day. Like, so Amy, anybody listening to Till Tuesday or Ace of Base or Roxette or Cranberries or Alanis Morissette or Joan Jett or any of the, like, literally, they're all from the 80s and the 90s and they're badass legends. So when you listen to my music, I'm very much, my seed and my brain and my creativity is very much involved in the 80s and the 90s. In case you didn't figure that out.
And mine is all about show tunes.
Oh, I did this one. Sorry. What does that mean? All about show tunes?
Cartoons.
Oh, Show tunes. Kill. When you're on the phone. Oh, hi, Jacob.
Aw.
Jacob was there who on Louis' channel filming on, like, took the link to be there through Louis' channel to also be filming live stream to be able to capture the other perspective of my father when I was like running down the street, when he was calmly striding down the street with his TR.
Strutting. When he was strutting down the street.
He's got a strut. But thank you, Jacob, so much. And
Aw.
thank you for your donation. And thank you for being so cool and sweet. And also, I would love to get to know you more in terms of what are your future goals and stuff. Because if you're doing this small shit for our SPTV community, what are your end goals? And we should probably work together on that.
Like, you two should have a conversation.
Okay, that's all. Oh, okay. What's this? Ookie dookie? Like okie dokie, or is it yuki duke? Or is it
Yuki dookie?
Or is it yuk
Duke?
duke?
Duke.
Yuka Duke.
Yuka duke? Question. Was the protest taking place at the main entrance? Didn't look like a lot of people were going in there. Aloha. No. So when you say that was the protest, it depends what stream you were on. Were you on my stream? Then no, I was not at the main entrance. I was at the back entrance, and I was specifically hoping and waiting and wanting to see, even if I didn't see my mother, I was hoping to see any other gold base or staff jumping off the buses that, and OSA and everybody, which I did get a lot of video footage. Yeah, I wanted to get the whole back alley. So I was kind of planted there. Once I made up my mind, I was like, actually, nope, this is where I'm going to be. And I knew it. Isn't that fucking weird? With my dad coming out, I just knew that this was more of a Sea Org staff entrance and not a public entrance. I mean, there might have been a few Scientologists or, you know, that came off, that parked off or were parked right there in the USC parking. So they just came. So they allowed them to definitely go through that. But I just knew that I had more of an opportunity, honestly, to see my mom. I was actually to see my mom with, and again, I didn't plan that far either. If I saw my mom, what would I have done? The exact same thing. Mom, oh my God, that's my mom.
Would she have been getting off the bus? Is that?
Yeah, she would have. I think she already, you know, at this point, she would have already had gone off the earlier bus. Like, so me and you had gotten there, what, around like 5:30 or something. So she would have gotten there way before, maybe even earlier during the day, like a gold bus run at like 11 a.m. or 12. So that they could already be setting up and showing up and doing, you know, they're putting it all together.
Yeah, and I know gold gets there early.
They do. They get there early.
They get there early because most of the people there still fix and, you know how to do all the who's them and which it's good Lord.
Yeah, what was different than the first two protests that I went to is I didn't expect to see people that people knew, you know, like that, you know, because at the other protests, like, doesn't seem like there's anybody really walking around. So I didn't even know.
Well, that's because they're ordered to stay in, being completely honest.
Especially if they see protesters outside, or if they see cameras or they see anything, they're just going to say, hey, it's better to go through the main entrance. Yeah.
Yeah. They would rather you go through the main entrance. But at the, or at least celebrities and everybody else goes through the main entrance, and then they go, you know, regular people go through the back. And that was also the smoking area. Right? Because that's the part you were talking about, is by the smoking area.
Well, it's only for staff and OSA and like people, deep Scientologists and Sea Org members that are involved very much in going into that entrance. Yeah. Laura, I think when your father flipped out on you on the phone, it was because what you said was causing him to feel. Exactly. And he knew it wasn't supposed to, according to Scientology. For sure. 100%. That's exactly. It's like, so it's like the moment you start to feel something or somebody's interpolating you or something, it's because they're making you feel something, which is not okay. You should be in control of what people make you feel. So, and it is kind of a true statement, but in the same time, they're saying you have to control it based only on Scientology technology. I wish I would have seen my sister after she disconnected. I saw her on life support 5 years after. Your dad is alive, so there it is. Still hope. Exactly. Exactly.
Please, give us back our parents before they're in a box.
Oh, God, yeah. Laura, do you think the flowers were a distraction so you didn't notice your dad was? Nope, not at all. I think Elizabeth was sending me flowers and she was so proud of me. And then my dad fucking came out.
It happened to be beautiful timing.
Right? Because it chilled me out. It was like a Xanax for a quick 3 minutes because I was so confused why this thing was interrupting me while this crazy thing was happening.
I thought for a second that the flowers were from your dad. I was like,
wow, that would have been crazy, right?
Oh, what's going on? Yeah, I didn't hear what he said.
No, he just said, no, they're from Elizabeth. Mr. Crow. Hey, Laura, are you cool with Aaron now? Or is he still an asshole in your eyes? Legitimate. Aaron's never been an asshole in my eyes. And if I've ever said that, it was a joke being like, oh, that fucking asshole. Nope. I love Ron. Good, I guess, good question. But I don't know what made you think I never didn't like Aaron. I love Aaron. Okay, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good times
and the bad times.
And the bad times, because if you don't know the bad times, you can't be good.
Well, you got to experience bad to know what's good.
Ooh. So if you experience a lot of bad, are you the bad?
Then you are anything that's the opposite of what you've experienced is good.
Oh, the good can be bad and the bad can be good. And also, sometimes people don't have control over shit.
True.
Isn't it ironic? Yes, I would love to go on tour with all these people you guys are saying, but I'm not going to bring all that up here. Oh. Where's the line about getting high when you're already baked? All right, for all y'all who need to get baked, let's fire this up, smoke it up, puff it up, be good. Liz, you look like you're looking and thinking hard. What's going on?
No, I'm just going through the comments.
Oh, well, you're ahead of me. So should I just jump ahead and go where you are?
Do whatever you're doing.
Is there anything that you see that needs to be said or shown? I do. What is this? What does this mean?
I don't know what that means.
Jen, what does that mean?
It's like Bitcoin or something.
Doggy coin right now?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Doji coin?
Doji coin.
Trade.
Is it Bitcoin?
Maybe I give up. I don't care. Okay. Hey, did any of y'all know Danny Nunes in the Sea Org in LA? Juliana Christoph. Juliana Christoph sounds familiar. Danny Nunes sounds familiar, but he sounds like somebody who was maybe a trainee or something at the Flag Land Base, but I don't know. Downtown Abbey. Let us know. Let us know. Aw, the flowers were poetic, man. I know. That shit was weird. Very cool. No, don't apologize, honey. It's okay. I am behind. Don't know if you're still talking about sex, baby. About religion being okay with sex. There are a lot of older ones with fertility rituals. Also, I have been to church bridal showers with sexual gifts. Good job.
Me too.
Congratulations. Can we talk about how Liz looks like Pikachu, super cute? Yes. Love
And then
it.
if I had the hat on.
Do you have it there or no?
Yeah.
Don't I see it right there, or is that my imagination? Liz needs a little break. We're gonna put Liz in a little mute while
Oh
she...
God, is this the clapping?
No, it's her.
thing?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's happening whether you guys like it or not.
Well, I
is gonna-
totally forgot to do this.
This is probably gonna end. She's gonna close out. If there's any other questions, and guys, and any other chit chats for our SPTV Real Talk night, then you go ahead and put them in the chit chat, so I don't feel like I just hung up the stream without answering any fun things. But look at the Pikachu, Liz. No, you got to pull it over the other headphone. It's not doing it right. It's got to be full on. Both ears. Yep. No, both ears. It's crooked. I mean, it's kind of cute, but it's kind of crooked. Maybe you pull it down a little over the front. Yep. Boom. OMG, guys. Look at that.
So cute.
Right?
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Oh my God.
I love that though. It brightens the day.
So cute.
Look, Jen, do you have a question? Liz will let you know. Liz, what are you doing, Liz?
My bad. You said, does she have a question? I was
For Pikachu, the ears that we need these. This is going to tell the answer to the question. It's like you
like
need to
a
get
yes or no, true or false.
okay, but maybe push your screen up a little so the ears don't get cut off, because the ears are the most important.
I feel like I'm doing push-ups.
See, Jen, how do you not laugh? How do
I
you
know.
not laugh?
I've seen it before and it cracks me up every time.
It's like, hooray!
It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's
Like
so
you can't even help it. I'm sitting there just like, Hi, how you doing?
Oh my God. I love it. So funny.
Because
Liz.
I'm definitely all Pokemon.
That's a nice get up. That's a nice get up.
Right? I even have
you should bring this to the protest. Whatever next protest we do, your SPTV shirt with this. Because this color pulls attention of love and light, and just like, oh, what's that bright color? And you can be like,
down for that.
hello, let me inform you about SPs and what Scientology does. And people will be
rice
very
and beans are not a
interested.
meal.
You could be like, rice and beans are not a meal. With the ears. Oh my goodness.
I'm all.
Rice and beans are not a meal.
Aw. Yeah, we were talking about Danny. Remember, Dan? We were talking about Danny. Last info I had from Danny was that he joined the military around 2009. I bet he was a trainee at the time. Social media doesn't show anything worth a shot. Yeah, see? So a lot of people also feel safe about joining the military because they're used to being in the Sea Org. So they're just like, oh, anything that was horrendous in the Sea Org, I can do the military. And then the military ends up being caring and loving and having care for it, so it's just a weird mind fuck. Arakato. Hi, Heart Laura. So glad and so sorry for what you experienced seeing your dad. It was shocking and powerful to witness, and I hope for both of you that this is not the end of the story. Me too. Yeah, I totally agree.
It better not be the end of the story. I will definitely cause a scene.
But how would you know it's the end of the story? There's no time to tell you it. Like, this is the end of the story.
If I get a phone call that he's in a box,
oh, that's no fun. No bonito.
Then I'm gonna lose my ever loving shit.
Wow. Well, guys, we all love you. We love you for being here. We love you watching us. We love you hearing us. We love you healing our hearts of childness that we need. Feeling the joys and the holes and the fulls. Look at those ears. Who's gonna say no to these pokey poke? Pokey.
Oh, they pokey pokey.
Oh.
It's really cute. And you know, the other thing is it matches with your attitude, Liz. Like, I'm not going to be putting on this hat and people they're going to be like, okay, Laura, enough. But with your attitude and just how you are and how you carry yourself, you know, little pokey poke should be on your head and being satisfied.
I love that you call it pokey poke. Like, I'm never going to be able to call it Pikachu again. It's
Pikachu
going to be
poke
pokey poke.
It's Pikachu poke poke.
Poke poke is Pikachu.
It's a poke SP Pikachu.
I'll be an SP Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Hey, don't poke at me. I don't poke at you. All right, we're done. Jen, what are you doing? Do you want to come hang out? What are you doing?
I'm just hanging out.
Okay, I'll call you after this. I'll call you after this live stream. Okay, Liz, do you think you can fit into this TV screen before I end? Oh, you're there. Okay, Jen, you have to go to your right and you have to crop down. Nope, other way. The way that you're not going.
I see it totally differently than what you see then.
Keep going. Nope. Keep going, Jen. Keep going. More. There. Keep going all the way. You have to go all the way. Yeah. There you go. Now back up a little bit. There. Perf. Nope. Come closer. There you go. Now we're all in the TV. Liz, are you in the TV? Okay, guys. Somebody on the live chat, screenshot this. We're going. We love you. Bye-bye.